Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from our sponsor. The Daily Compliance News for September 6, 2023 is the FDA Corrupt Edition. We begin with that story from the Financial Times, as the company founded by GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy has disavowed his comments that the Federal Drug Administration, or FDA, is corrupt. U.S. biotech company Rovant Sciences has moved to distance itself from its founder after the Republican presidential candidate alleged the FDA was corrupt and said it should be gutted. Rovant's chief executive told the Financial Times that Ramaswamy is no longer associated with running the company following his decision in February to stand down as chairman of the board to run for president. So, when you have a founder of a drug company who's gotten FDA approval for the very lucrative drugs, claim the FDA is corrupt, it's pots and kettles, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, from Bloomberg, prosecutors in the George Santos fraud case are seeking a delay, saying they continue to discuss possible paths forward in the matter. The attorney in charge said in a letter to the court that Santos needed more time to review the evidence, that in addition, prosecutors and Santos lawyers have engaged in discussions. That can only be discussions about pleading guilty. Next up, from ESPN, the fallout from the Spanish kiss continues of Luis Rubiales' behavior of kissing, planning an unwanted kiss on Spanish forward Jenny Hermosa. And the coach, Jorge Vilda, was fired by the Spanish Football Federation as fallout from Rubiales' behavior. Vilda was informed of decision and apologized for the totally unacceptable behavior of the head of the Spanish Soccer Federation. And finally, our old friend Benny Steinmetz makes another appearance in the Daily Compliance News, as he was arrested in Cyprus on the basis of an arrest warrant issued by Romania for a corruption conviction. He was tried and convicted in absentia of real estate fraud, and in December 2020 was sentenced to 5 years in prison. He declined to participate in the trial and has been basically on the run with this arrest warrant hanging over him since that time. Greece has an arrest warrant out for Steinmetz, so it looks like he's going to be shipped off back to Romania, where it's unclear whether he'll get a new trial or a suspended sentence, but he may be put in the pokey. So bad news for Steinmetz. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.